Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be reviewing one of the latest launches by Maybelline. Of course I'm talking about the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, which is this beauty, and I will be wearing this foundation throughout the day and you'll see me live in action. Not really live in action, but you would see how it wears throughout the day. And since I've been using it for the past, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, I think I have made up my mind enough to tell you what I actually think about it. So let's get started. First thing first, the packaging is really nice and classy. I love how sleek it looks. It's a glass bottle and it has a screw-on black cap. Although it looks really nice and classy, and it sits really beautifully on the vanity table, but I don't think it's a very practical packaging. If you are looking forward to carrying this in your bag, I don't think it's the most practical packaging ever. Since this does not have a pump, it has a big wide open mouth. It does not have a pump, so there is a fear of spillage. If you're carrying it in your bag and if by accident the cap opens up, there's going to be foundation all over inside your bag. So I would say try not to carry it in your purse, but otherwise I really like how it looks and how it feels. It feels heavy. The claims of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation are that this is a matte and a poreless foundation, so definitely this is directed towards normal to oily skinned people. Now this retails for 525 rupees if I'm not mistaken, and you get 30 ml of product, which is, I would say, decently priced. A lot of drugstore brands nowadays are coming up with foundations priced at rupees 1,000, 700, and more on the higher end. So this is definitely a more budget friendly foundation, and this is, so right now I do not have any makeup on my face. I just have washed and moisturized my face, and now you would see how it actually does. This is just my bare face. I do have a lot of acne marks going on this side of the face, and also on this side I basically have acne marks on both of my cheeks, so you will see how it really covers up. Also, I will be using a beauty blender. I mean, this is a Real Techniques makeup sponge, so I'll be using this on one side of the face and apply the foundation, and I would be using a stippling brush to apply the foundation on the other side of the face, and you would see which one works better with this foundation. This is the amount I would take to cover my entire face, and then we will see if I would need to apply more of this or not. As you can see, the consistency is not very liquidy. It's a creamy foundation. It has a lotiony sort of a consistency. Of course, this has a medium, I wouldn't really say high coverage or full coverage. This has medium coverage, like somewhere between medium to high, and which is pretty good, I think. It would cover up your acne scars really well, unless and until you have like really deep, dark acne scars. By the way, I'm in the shade Warm Nude. It's 128 Warm Nude, and it suits me perfectly. I hope you guys can see how easily it blended into my skin. Of course, I'm using a beauty blender, so it makes everything a lot more easier. But still, it is not something, I mean, for a matte foundation, it does not set immediately, which a lot of foundations do, which I hate, because by the time you start working with them, they set on your face and they don't budge, and the foundation gets all patchy and crappy. So that's nice. Okay, so now you can see this is the face. I mean, this is the side with the makeup sponge, and this is the side with the stippling brush. Yes, of course, since I used a stippling brush here, I got a little bit more coverage on this part of the face, and it covered the acne scars here a little bit more as compared to this side. Of course, a beauty blender or a makeup sponge sort of shears out your coverage. So if you're looking for a more high coverage, then use it with a stippling brush, and if you're looking for a more day-to-day sheer coverage, then use your makeup sponge with it. A little bit cakey, not majorly cakey I would say, but still, although it gave me more coverage here, but it made it look a little bit more cakey. This one is a little more natural. Now I would do my entire face, and I'll meet you at the end and you'll see how it looks on my face. And then after probably few hours, I'll come back and update you guys how the foundation is faring. But to give you my honest view about the foundation, since I've been using it for the last 3 weeks, I know this is a long wearing foundation. First thing that I absolutely love about this foundation is the fact that it does not oxidize. So that's a great thing. A lot of foundations tend to oxidize on you, and after like few hours they turn orange and they turn dark, which is a big thumbs down. So this does not do that, so that's absolutely amazing. The second thing is that it's a pretty long wearing foundation. So I have worn it for like 12 hours at a stretch, and even by the end of the day it did not get patchy. Yes, it did, the coverage did go down a little bit, and it did get away from my face a little bit, but it did not get patchy, and my face still looked fresh. The third thing, which is absolutely the best thing about it, is that it does not look very cakey in person as well. I mean, the biggest test for me was I applied this on my face and I went to the boys. My fiance and my brother were there, so I asked them, does it look like if I have makeup on my face? And they were like, no. Have you put anything on your face? Because it does look like that. I mean, your skin looks evened out and it looks flawless, but it does not look like that you've got foundation on your face. So coming that from the boys is a big thumbs up. So even in person, you know, it would not look like you have put makeup on your face. Just make sure not to put too much of it on your face. Of course, then you can end up looking cakey. As far as buildable is concerned, yes, this foundation is buildable, but I would say use a light layer of this foundation all over your face first, and wherever you feel you need a little more coverage, go there, dot the foundation on those areas, and then blend it out with a sponge or a makeup brush, whatever it is you are using. All in all, I would say this is a great foundation. It's budget friendly. It's mattifying, so it's great for Indian summers. And I think even if you are someone with combination to normal skin, this would definitely work for you. Just make sure to moisturize your face really well. What I personally do is that once I am done putting the foundation on my face and setting it with powder, I spray a little bit of toner on my face. So even if there is a little bit of flakiness somewhere on my face, the toner kind of moisturizes that area and takes care of that. Also, you should let the foundation set for around 5 minutes at least, and after that, if it's looking a little cakey initially, it would the flakiness and the cakiness would go away, and it would I think it kind of melts in with the oils on your skin, and then start looking more flawless and more natural in person as well. So those were my 2 cents on Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Let me know if you guys have also tried out the foundation and what are your thoughts about it. Bye. So I'm back and I've put an entire face of makeup. I've done my eyes, I've put on some concealer, I've this contouring, the highlighter is there is blush, and I think I've put up everything that I could, and this is how the foundation looks. I have to say the foundation looked a little bit cakey when I put it on initially, but it's been 30 minutes now. Yeah, approximately 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes now, and it looks more natural. If there was a little bit of cakiness initially, now it has gone, and I think as the day passes by, it's going to look a lot more better. So yeah, this is around 45 minutes in, and this is how it looks. I'll update you guys in next 2 hours, and I'll tell you how it fared. Hi guys, it's been 3 hours since I've been wearing this foundation. A quick update. After around 2 hours, I applied the foundation at 1 o'clock, and at around 3 o'clock I noticed that the foundation was creasing around my nose here and also on my forehead. That is when I sprayed some toner. I think that happens just because this is a very matte foundation, and if your skin is not nicely moisturized, I did moisturize my skin, but my skin has been really dehydrated of lately. So just to take care of that creasing, I sprayed some moisturizing toner all over my face, and The toner took away all the caking and all the creasiness that I was facing, and it's still good. But the foundation is still intact, and you can see the blush, the bronzer, the highlighter, everything is still in place, so it's doing good. So that is what is happening after 3 hours of me wearing this foundation. I'll update you guys again after next 2 or 3 hours, and that is when I would wrap up the video as well.